Is Litecoin a good investment for the long term? I think in this video, I'm going to go over the technicals as well as the fundamental considerations that should influence any of your decisions. This is peer-to-peer trades. Hello and welcome to Peer-to-Peer Trades. My name is Justin, and here on the channel, we focus on technical analysis, specifically with the large, big swings. So if you're looking for macro analysis, if you're looking for crypto fundamentals to help you make better decisions in the cryptocurrency market, then I invite you to go ahead and subscribe. Litecoin is getting a lot of attention lately, and I just want to kind of brush on some of my opinions, brush over some of my opinions, and go over some of the technical reasons that I think that Litecoin, as it usually is kind of a hype play. For the traders out there, there's certainly some technicals that we can go over in the short term, but if you are new to cryptocurrency and you're looking for longer term investments, I want to show you some interesting charts that may sway your financial decisions with what I'm personally seeing in the price of Litecoin. So let's go into the short term first. Let's talk about the reasons that you might be interested in this asset as a short-term trade for the traders. So we're taking a look at Litecoin here on the weekly. Let's go down to the daily time frames. And here on the channel, we focus on Wyckoff, which is kind of a price cycle analysis. We're focusing on the really big swings, accumulation, distribution, and trying to catch those markup periods in between those two. So there is kind of an accumulation period that we're seeing here in Litecoin. You can see this bottoming pattern right here where we've begun to form a little bit of a trading range. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a trading range around this right here. Let's go with, let's go down to the low. I'm going to drag that up here with a little bit of a spring right there. Sorry, a spring is when it breaks out of the trading range. And then we're going to go up to this rally here. So some interesting things to note. We have kind of our selling climax signaled by the volume here. So we have a seller's climax right here. Automatic rally kind of setting the range. So that's phase A complete. Phase B, what you're looking for in phase B in the Wyckoff method is a tightening of the spread. So we do have a tightening of the spread. We also broke above the resistance with a pretty decent little, jump across the creek move right here. So this is our phase C, A, B, C, and now we're in D, and D is spending a lot of time on top of the trading range. This is a bullish thing. This is what you want to see if you're looking to trade momentum on an asset short term. So basically, we're looking for a breakout here in Litecoin, and there's some bullish narratives. There's bullish price action to go along with a little bit of a breakout here. So what I would be looking for on the trade side of things, let's actually go down to the smaller time frame. We're going to go to the 4 hour. We're going to break down that consolidation on the lower time frames here as soon as this loads. Basically, what you're looking for is, this is kind of a bull flag formation. So we're looking for either a flag or a pennant. It's not super clear, but let's go ahead and draw a few trend lines here. I'm going to go from the breakout high of the SOS. We don't need that to be so obnoxious. And we'll drag that over here. And we're going to keep it really simple. I'm not going to try to identify a flag. I'm not going to try to identify a pennant. The only thing that I really care about is just the resistance point here. So if we can get a break above resistance, I think that that's going to be a pretty strong signal that the bulls are in control here. And we could absolutely take some moves to the next high. We'll just take a measured move here from the breakout candle up to the high. And a breakout could get Litecoin at a price, figuring conservatively, if I go from the top of the channel here, of just shy of $100. So that makes sense with a lot of psychological levels. So, the first kind of area to pay attention to would be the $100 level. Let's go back out to the daily and take a look at our custom momentum indicator, the alphanumerics indicator. Links below if you are interested in this indicator. Really great for measuring momentum. Once momentum is present, it can keep you in a trade for a very long period of time and give you some really strong signals for exiting. It's one of the things that I really like about momentum-based indicators is there's no question about it. Once you get a bearish signal that momentum is down, there's no arguing with moving averages. Moving averages are always going to be truthful. You know, when momentum's gone, it's gone. And what's nice about a bearish signal is if you do flip back bullish, you will get a bullish signal with a momentum-based indicator. So we do have a green wave here on alphanumerics. Also on the daily, all of the EMAs, both all three, the 50, the 30, and the 7, are in bullish alignment here, and price action is staying on top of the 7. So very bullish posture for the alphanumerics indicator, very bullish momentum. If we can continue to stay on top of the 7, I would anticipate, you know, continuation of that trend. Let's go to a higher time frame. We'll go here on the 3-day. Also the 3-day heading into bullish alignment. The 30 is about to cross the 50. So certainly there's a lot of momentum present here in Litecoin for a short-term move. So that's the short term here on Litecoin. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the long term. And this is where, you know, the investment thesis of Litecoin kind of breaks down for me because there isn't really a performance of Litecoin in the long term when you go to about a 5-year time horizon. So a lot of people, especially when you're new to crypto, you kind of you fall into the trap of thinking that if you want to make any money in this market in the long term, you have to invest in altcoins. I think altcoins are a great vehicle for short-term trades, but I don't think that they're a great vehicle for long-term trades. And I'm going to demonstrate that to you right now. I'm going to go, I'm going to press auto. Let's just get rid of these drawings. Let's just get rid of those drawings. Turn off alphanumerics. Going to go to auto, and I'm going to take a look at the 5-year time horizon. So right down here, you can just click 5-year. So now we have the 5-year time horizon, and I'm going to do a comparative against Litecoin USD and Litecoin BTC. Okay, so this is kind of a concept that does tend to get lost on newer traders because, you know, you're measuring your portfolio success in dollars. So when you see the number go up in dollars, you look at that as a successful trade. But when you're looking at long-term investments, you really need to start to consider the performance of your asset that you're invested in against the long-term performance of the dominant asset in the sector. So the most dominant asset in cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. So any decisions that you are making with your trades and investments need to be at least outperforming Bitcoin. And this is where things get interesting here on the 5-year time horizon. You can see that, yes, on the dollar pair, we saw several periods of time where Litecoin was giving you lots of gains. You know, we had nice boom and bust cycles here with Litecoin. But when you take a look at it against the Bitcoin comparative, there's nothing noteworthy at all. And in fact, the Bitcoin comparative with Litecoin was actually in a downtrend. So this entire 5-year span, Litecoin has been in a downtrend. What that means specifically on the Bitcoin pair is in the last 5 years, you would have been better off holding Bitcoin. So dollar for dollar, pound for pound, your investment would have gone farther if you were just holding Bitcoin. This is very contradictory to a lot of the sentiment that exists in cryptocurrency, where people are convinced that without a doubt, Litecoin is going to provide a better return because of its smaller market cap and its lower price. This is the fact in the chart. This is not something that you can argue with. This isn't my opinion. This is just the facts. Litecoin has underperformed Bitcoin over a 5-year period. So if your intent here is not short-term trades, if your intent is to invest in the long term, then I would really advise that you incorporate referencing Bitcoin pairs with any of your investments. Now, this works on anything, by the way, okay? You can look at Cardano BTC, you can look at Solana BTC, you can look at APT, BTC, any asset that you're looking at the performance of long term, it does need to outperform the market leader. It does need to outperform the market alpha, which is Bitcoin. So if your chart is in a downtrend against the Bitcoin pair in the long term, that doesn't mean that you can't make good trades. It doesn't mean that you can't make quick flips, but it does mean that you're hodling an asset that is not performing well in the long run, and you would be better off with the decreased volatility and the increased safety and security of the better asset. Anyways, that is all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if there are any other projects or tokens that you would like me to take a closer look at, please leave them in the comments section down below. And until next time, please trade safe. This has been Peer-to-Peer Trades.